Look at that, I have like totally got a green screen behind me right now. So let's sort that out. I don't want my green screen to be like green. That is fake green. That is like an artificial green screen replacing my green screen. Let's see if I can change my backdrop. Yeah, this is Extreme Improv. There should be some more of us, hopefully. If not, then this will be interesting. But come on down if you're here. Danny, Dave, Rob, at least. If not others, not more. So, okay. Now, on the show tonight, we've already met Andy, Mel, and Caroline. So, Danny, say hello to the people. Danny, you are still muted.
I was coughing, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Of all the people to choose.
I'm using it, apparently.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. No, it's all good. It's all good. This is a great start. You were coughing. I had a green screen. Rob, how are you?
I'm sponge-worthy, so I'm doing great.
Amazing. I don't know what that means. But Dave, I do know what you mean.
Yeah, hello, I'm Dave MC and I've been crying for 10 minutes because my ice cream melted.
What? Well, just put it onto, like, crumble. It'll melt anyway. Well, there we go. Now, we're going to play some improv games, some short-form improv games. We're all going to get involved. We're going to start off with a game of duo verbatim. The way it works is two of our performers will perform a 45-second scene, and then another two performers will have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate the original scene as precisely as they can. Let's roll a dice to see who will start things off here. We are going to have Mel, and we are going to have Danny. Mel and Danny, you're going to do a scene about milking a cow. Milking a cow. And so here we see Mel, here we see Danny. Oh, George, 45 seconds, begin.
Oh, you have to go so hard.
Well, you're running a bit dry today, Bessie.
Oh no. I've just not had time to, properly prepare for this,
Well, I got a family to feed. I gotta get the milk. You know the routine, Bessie.
Well, I've got yoga in 15 minutes, so yeah, if you could just, try and be quick.
Yeah, I was thinking we could change our schedule a little bit. Maybe if we had your yoga before the milking, you'd be a little bit more productive.
Do you know what? That might be a good idea.
I wonder if we could do some yoga right now.
And that is time. That is time. Thank you very much. So now we're going to come to our next two performers with a roll of the dice. I can see that it is going to be Dave, and I can see that it is going to be Caroline. Now, if you're wondering where my dice is, it's virtual. So that's, you'll just have to take my word on it. So we're going to have Dave, we see first, and Caroline, we see momentarily. Here you are. You're going to have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate that original scene as precisely as you can. Bada bing, bada boom.
Come on, Bessie, be cooperative.
You gotta pull so hard.
Oh, okay, how about a little softer? Just do a little bit softer. There we go.
It still feels hard.
Well, you're not producing enough milk nowadays.
Oh, well, it's just I'm a little stressed out, I haven't done my yoga.
Yoga? I didn't know cows could do yoga. Can you show me what cows do for yoga?
Oh yeah, of course, you kind of do the downward dog, but I call it the downward cow, and then the regular cow is the downward cow.
Like this?
Yeah.
What else can you do?
And that is time. That is time. So I believe that leaves us with Andy and Rob. Andy and Rob, you're going to have 45 seconds to attempt to recreate Dave and Caroline's recreation of Mel and Danny's original performance. For clarity, you're recreating the recreation, not the original. Here we can see Andy. Here we can see Robbie Knuckles. And here you go.
You have to get so hard.
Oh, I'll slow it down a little bit, Bessie. I'll slow it down.
Okay, slow it down. If I'm Bessie, I think that makes you Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, it might. But, I don't see cows talking too often. How are you so talented?
Well, you used to watch a lot of Mr. Ed, so it just translated to me.
Oh, that's spectacular. And I see you do some crazy yoga.
Oh, yeah, downward. It's not downward dog, though. It's downward cow.
Oh, downward cow. Holy mackerel.
Really
Holy
interesting.
move. Oh, you're a mover. I love it.
You should try it, but don't stop what you're doing. That's starting to feel good, but, you should do
All right, well, I'll try to do it. That's a little...
David is muted. Can I hear you, David?
You can now, Rob. Thank you very much for that alert. But that was time. So now we're going to go full circle. In a moment, we are going to come back to... Was that a question, Caroline?
No, I was just trying to figure out what a circle looks like.
Oh, there we go. Right, so I've lost my train of thought. Yes, Danny and Mel, I believe you started things off, so we will come back to you as we will try. Audience, let us know in some comments somewhere. What is a circle? How would you define it? So here we see Mel, and where is Danny O'George? Take it away.
Hey, you don't have to be so hard.
Okay, I'll slow down a little bit. There you go, Bessie.
Oh. So if I'm Bessie, you must be Napoleon Bonaparte.
Yeah, you're really talented. It's amazing how you can talk and you have so much cultural knowledge.
Yeah, so see, I'm translated from Mr. Ed, so that's where I got my knowledge from these days.
Wow, and I see you're doing some yoga position there too. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's not the downward dog, it's the downward cow, but I'm going upwards apparently.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Now, it comes down to me to select which of those recreations I thought was the best. I'm going to choose Danny and Mel's, just because my short-term memory doesn't allow me to recall what happened before that. So, with this, we're going to go rapidly onto our next game, and we are going to play a game of Raise the Stakes. Raise the Stakes. There will be two performers in this scene, and the way it starts off, it will start a very mundane scene, and with each line of dialogue, in some way or other, the performers are going to raise the stakes every single time there's a line. So let's start things off. Let's roll a dice to see who there will be, and I can see it will be Rob, and it will be myself. Myself and Rob will raise the stakes. Can one of our fellow performers tell us a situation? Where are we? A location?
You're at the post office.
We're at the post. No, go on, Dan.
Scrap that. You're at the DMV.
What does that mean? Where you get cars?
Your license, basically.
Okay, right. Okay, so we're at the DMV, and this is Raise the Stakes.
I'm here to give you your driving test, sir.
Great. I look forward to finally getting my license.
How long have you been driving? Your training?
I have been preparing for this moment my whole life.
Did your parents let you drive before you were 15?
As my parents were run over by me with their dying breath, they said, "You've got to do this for us, David."
You killed your own parents?
I killed several people before I got to my parents.
What about those people dead over there? Did you run away here?
Do I have my license yet? They did it themselves.
It's not looking promising, I gotta tell you that.
Are you going to deny me having my driving test?
Alright, let's get on the freeway, see how you do there.
Okay, do I just put on my blindfold here?
Can you actually, you gotta actually, put your feet on the pedals. You can't use a stick.
Look, I'll use whatever body part I have to hand. Now, so... right, which is the shift stick?
The one on the left, but let's try to hit that jump over there. It's going off of the cut in the freeway.
Have you ever seen the movie Speed?
Yes, do not go below 80 miles per hour or everybody's going to die.
Yes, I have put a bomb on this car.
Our own car? You put the bomb on it? How are you going to drive and defuse it? We're all going to blow up.
I'm going to now remove both my hands and it'll be down to you.
Oh, you're not going to have time to do that, my friend. I'm doing that for you.
You are. And scene. There we go. We crashed. Excellent stuff. We successfully raised some stakes there. So, with this, we're going to see what our next game is going to be. We're going to have a joke-telling game. We're going to play Stopped by the Copper. So we're going to tell jokes. Why was the blank stopped by the copper? And then if someone has a joke, they'll give a wave and they will replace the word blank with the name of a profession or whatever it may be. Why was the name of a profession stopped by the copper? And then a punchline. So let's see what profession we're going to take to begin with. Retiree. I don't know. Does that work? Let's give it a go. Why was the retiree, or retired person, that's a hard word to say. Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Mel.
Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Because he was going over 65.
Ah, okay. Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Because they were driving just on the actual wheels. They didn't have any tyres, and they said, look, you need to retire that car. Anyone else? Andy?
Why was the retired person stopped by the cops? Because the copper just wanted to make sure that that person was actually living.
Rob?
Why was the retiree stopped by the cops? Because he wasn't licensed to provide security in the mall. He had no social... Damn it, I don't have it.
Okay, why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Well, they've always been stopped by the copper, so when they got stopped, they were like, right, I know, same old, same old. Caroline?
Why was the retired person stopped by the cops? Because the medic cared about them.
Ah. Andy?
Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Because he was a retired Uber driver.
Danny?
Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Because the week prior he'd robbed the farmer's market and the policeman said, you didn't return all the vegetables, you still owe AP.
Caroline?
Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Because they bent down to pick up the penny.
Why was the retired person stopped by the copper? Well, it turned out the copper was their child and they were going to shoot them. And they're like, why are you doing this? And they said, where there's a will, there's a way. Anyone else? Let's mix it up. Let's see what other profession. A retired person is my favourite profession. We're going to go with author. Why was the author stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, give a Danny.
Give it a Danny, okay.
Always, always.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because the cop had implemented a writer's block.
Andy.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because he wanted to hear a lot of all the words he had to say.
Rob.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because he kept trying to kill a mocking.
Caroline.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because they were using a ghost writer instead of a ghost director.
Dave.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Isn't it obvious? He committed a crime. He had to book him.
Danny.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because he was going so fast, it was all a blur.
Andy.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because the copper saw him writing as he was driving. I was like, listen, that's dangerous.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because the copper waved and he wouldn't give him his acknowledgements. Rob.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because he kept scaring the dickens out of people.
Caroline.
Why was the author stopped by the copper? Because he missed his deadline.
Anyone else for this one, or shall we mix it up? Going once, going twice. Let's get one more. Okay, why was the babysitter stopped by the copper? Why was the babysitter stopped by the copper? If you have a joke, then give a wave. Okay, Danny.
Why was the babysitter stopped by the copper? It's nanny a business, why?
Aha. Oh, I'm going to bounce straight off of that one. Why was the babysitter stopped by the copper? Because he had a fine and now needed to pay the nanny McPhee. I don't know, kind of had something. Right, anyway, anyone else for the babysitter? Right, Andy.
I was the babysitter pulled over by the copper because they threw out a dumped diaper.
Yeah. Rob.
I was the babysitter stopped by the copper because Mary kept popping his pills.
Right, Mel.
Why was the babysitter stopped by the copper? Because she pulled out a knife and said, "Don't with the babysitter."
Yes.
Yes. I don't get that reference. But, but Rob did, and that's all that matters. Anyone else? Let's get another quick one. One very quick one. And we're going to have poker player. Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Why was the poker player, Andy?
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he had a full house.
Aha. Right. Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because the copper was suspicious of him because he looked a little flushed. Rob.
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he kept wanting to draw.
Aha. Okay. Anyone else? Danny.
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because the poker player was obviously dealing.
Haha. Andy.
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he had a chip on his shoulder.
Uh-huh. Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he noticed that there was two things at his side. They may be guns. Yes, he had two pair. Anyone else? Dave?
Bear with me on this. Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he didn't have the heart to tell them that he killed his friend Jack with a club because he buried his diamonds with a spade.
Still bearing with you. No, that was very good.
Yeah,
right. Andy.
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he had snake eyes.
Rob.
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he was trying to prevent the Suicide King.
Right. Anyone else? Dave.
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because he was Jack Black.
Ooh, right, okay. Anyone else? Right, why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because everyone had been stopped by the copper on this day. Nurses, doctors, policemen. And they looked at him and said, "What's going around? We've all been stopped." He says, "Yeah, join the club." Right, anyone else? Rob?
Why was the poker player stopped by the copper? Because they were in Texas, so he just needed to hold them.
Right. Anyone else? Going once? Going twice? Sold! Right, moving on. Now, let's see what our next improv challenge will be. We're going to do some 1 minute remakes. We're going to do some 1 minute remakes. Each of us are going to get 1 minute to remake an entire film. And let's see who's going to go first. It will be Dave. Dave, let's find a movie for you to remake. Well, let's see. Could you please give us Home Alone? Home Alone, since it's nearly Christmas. Here you go.
Okay, I'm home alone. I can do whatever I want. This is the best day of my life. No one here to bother me. I can do whatever I want. Don't know what to do. Yo, Domino's? Yeah, I'll have a large pepperoni and a large chicken. Thanks. Bye. I'll set some booby traps. I'm being robbed. I'm going to set some booby traps. I have a pet tarantula, you know. You guys are going down. Well, that was easy. I solved that very quickly. No one's going to bother me anymore, so I can spend more time home alone. Oh, my pizza arrived. Thank you. I said pepperoni, not Hawaiian.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Now, let's see who's going to go next to Rooney. Next up, it will be Danny O'George. So, Danny, let's put you onto Spotlight here, and then we will find you a film to recreate. You are going to recreate for us The Great Escape. The Great Escape. And here you go.
Oh man, been arrested. I'm at prison for war prisoners, I think. We need to get out of here. Well, we got some equipment here. That's a good thing that you have that, because we can tunnel out here when they're not looking. Are you sure they've got spotlights there? Trust me, it'll be fine. If we start digging right here, they won't suspect a thing. Right, eh? Right, okay, now we're going to form the tunnel and crawl our way out. And tunnel out. I'm free, because I'm worth it, L'Oreal. Right, now I think the train station's about 500 miles that way. Do you reckon we can run it? I can't hear you because I'm blocking the hole. Let me climb out. Can we make it? Yes, we can! Thank you, Bob. Right, let's run before they see us.
And that is time. That is time, Danny O'George. So let us roll the dice once again and see who will go next. Mel, you will go next. Could you please give us High School Musical? High School Musical. And here you go.
Okay, we gotta rehearse, guys. We gotta nail this part. I'm too cool to rehearse. I'm a cheerleader. But we're all in this together. Come on, let's dance. We gotta get our choreography down. Okay, but only because you're really handsome and you're Zac Efron. Okay. We'll never make it. We're never gonna get it right. You just gotta have more confidence. Come on, we're all in this together. We're all in this together. Okay. So we're gonna make this gymnasium our choreography place. We're gonna rock this gymnasium. Okay. We're gonna bring down the house. I don't know about this. I think I'm just gonna go back to drama club and stay out of this musical. I'm not gonna do this musical anymore. I'm just gonna go back to my play. No.
And that is time. That is time. Well done there, Mel. Let's roll the dice again, see who will go next. Next up will be myself. Can someone suggest a movie for me, please?
Jaws.
Jaws. Okay, I will recreate Jaws, and here I go. It's a lovely day here at the beach. Beautiful weather, isn't it? And I'm definitely going to be re-elected as mayor. Unless anything goes wrong. What was that? Oh, don't worry. People are just having fun there on the beach. Hey, come on, Dad. I'm going to get in the water. Don't go in the water. Why are you warning me about that before anything? I warned her. Hey, what's happening? This may affect me running for mayor. Well, there's a shark in the water. Shark! Panic, panic, panic. Dun, dun, dun. Theme tune. Right, okay, so we gotta kill this bastard, but we gotta need a bigger boat. What do you say, Scheider? Well, it's huge. Let's blow it up. Kaboom! Oh, thank God it's dead. Anyone want dumplings with shark in it? Right, and that is time. So, moving on. So, let's gonna see who's gonna go next. Next up, Caroline. For you, could you give us a 1-minute remake of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows? Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And here you go.
I'm Harry Potter, and I have been doing a lot of stuff because I'm the chosen one. Defeating Horcruxes and all this other stuff, and also gathering things, items related to the Deathly Hallows. This was split into 2 movies. I know, because I've been gathering so much stuff in order to do it. But we're going to skip to the second movie because that had a lot more stuff in it. Oh, yes, that had a lot more stuff in it. Yes, so we've got all the Deathly Hallows stuff. We've got the cloak, which I've had for a very long time. We've got the ring, which I put on. And then we've got the wand, which is very important, in case you're wondering. And now I'm going to pretend to be dead. Good! No one suspects anything. They think I'm dead. Oh, everybody's lost hope because I'm pretending to be dead. Wait! I'm alive!
And that is time. That is time. So just to check in who has not had a go yet. So we have not had Rob and not had Andy. We'll see who will go up next. And it will be Andy. Andy, for you, could you please give us Terminator 2 Judgment Day? Terminator 2 Judgment Day, take it away.
Okay, we see the axe. We're gonna destroy them. Yes, oh yeah. You go to the right, to the left. We will destroy you. No. Hasta la vista, baby. Oh, he got us with that Zauer sign. Yes, I am able. It's been a long time, but I am back. Still been working out. And throwing you, yes. Oh, boom. It's hard. Yes, we are aliens. But hasta la vista, baby. Yes, but I know they'll be back. And so will I. Because I am the great Terminator. Yes. Let me hook onto that low plane. Oh, yes, that's spaceship. Climbing up. Yes. Oh, yes, suckers. Hasta la vista, bastards. Oh, yes, we're falling. It's okay, because I am the Terminator.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have Rob. Rob, could you please give us the 6th day? The 6th day, and here...
Didn't I do this 2 weeks ago?
Oh, okay, if you say so, I can't remember. Right, could you give us Mad Max? Mad Max. And here you go.
Dystopian world out here, but we gotta fight to just survive. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, I've souped up this car with a bunch of metal and everything. It's gonna go crazy. It's not kits, but it'll do. Smash that car, cut that car in half. Oh, I'm so mad because I'm Australian. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. Oh, I'm gonna make a couple sequels and oh my god. Oh my god, look at that stuff. That was crazy. Oh, that was crazy. These guys, they keep trying to take our food. We can't have it. We gotta take their food and go. We gotta play war. Are we gonna play war? You can't play war. Only I can play war. I'm combining all of them there because I don't remember what happens this one. I don't know, mates. Go down all sand. All over the car stuck in the sand. I guess I'll just huff it on my own. Let anybody mess with me. Oh, no. Oh, you're dead. I'm gonna survive because I'm making 2 more movies out of the...
And that is time. That is time, Rob. Fantastic stuff. Now, let's see what we're going to do here. We are going to play a game of single syllable showdown. There'll be 2 performers in the scene at any one time. Everything they say has to be a single syllable word. If they say any words that have got more than 1 syllable, they are eliminated from the scene. If they hesitate, they are eliminated from the scene. And if they have what we deem to be a circular conversation with a limited vocabulary, they will be They will be a limited edition. They will be eliminated from the scene. So, starting things off for us here, we're going to have Danny, and we are going to have Andy. Danny and Andy. Your scenario is... you can't escape your own dreams. You can't escape your own dreams. Here we see Andy. Here we see Danny. Oh, George. And here you go.
This is bad.
I know, right? I can't wake up.
I will be dead.
I hope not. You were my ride home in the morning.
That stinks.
Well, my bad. I ate a lot of beans the night prior.
We should try to fly.
Can we do that?
Well, climb up first.
What if I flap my arms?
Try it.
Oh, look. It works.
You can fly.
Hells yeah.
Wow.
How do I stop?
Wait for me?
I would like to, but I seem to go right to that bright light.
Oh. That's not good.
It seems a bit strange to me.
It is. Come back.
I can't, I'm too high up.
I will climb down.
Yeah, climb down to me. I think I see a door through the
Oh,
light.
you're both doing so well. You're both going to get tagged out. So let's put another 2 performers in. Here we will have Dave, and here we will have Caroline. And you're still in your dreams. Take it away.
Shing.
Ah! Your hand. It's cutlery.
Oh, cutlery! And with that, you are eliminated. Mel, you are in.
Check it out.
Whoa. Whoa, why is it glowing like that?
Glowing.
Cool, right?
Glowing. Glowing, right? Okay, so Mel, you are out. And I will jump in. Hey, what's with that?
Found it.
Where?
There.
That's mine. Give it back.
No. No.
It's got my name in it.
Where?
My mum wrote it.
To Dave.
That's me.
And me.
Yeah, but if you look from the side, you will see it says Clive, which is my mid-name.
No.
Yes.
Fight me for them.
Fine. Hand me the glove so I have one too.
Okay. Wait.
Oh, you said okay. Right, okay, so with that, you're eliminated. Rob, I don't think you've been in, have you? Here you go.
Is this Elm Street?
It is!
Fred!
No, I'm Dave. Dave
Where's
Clive.
Dave Clive.
Yes.
You jerk.
Hey! Don't be like that. Put it there.
Nice to meet you.
You too. Hey, if you have an itch in a bit, just wash your hands.
Not with that hand.
What will you do with your hand?
Bathe it.
Cool. So, this is your dream.
Cool, huh?
Nice. What's with them?
They were cute.
Wow. Why are they dead?
Why are you here?
Why can I not be in your dream? Am I not the man of your dreams, Rob?
No, you are not.
Who is the man of your dreams?
Sly.
Wow. Why?
Judge Dredd. Great film.
I like the one he's in with the cliffs that he hangs from.
Fun stuff right there.
Yes. It
Do
is.
you want to climb with me?
No. And scene! I think that's everyone. Good. Right, unless we skipped anyone. In which case, it's not everyone. But it's still seen, so that happens occasionally. Right, let's see what we've got next. Next up, we're going to have a definition battle. So we're going to get 2 performers. Now, who was it that was in just like a random scene just 2 people earlier or something? Just so I don't double up the same people.
Me and you.
Oh, okay, good. So we won't use us at this point. So let's roll a dice. We are going to have Mel, and we are going to have Danny. Mel and Danny. Now, Ken, the way this works, a definition battle, is one of you guys are going to suggest a made-up nonsense word for us, and then all you have to do is define what it means and how you'd use it. So let's get you two on here. Here we see Mel. Here we see Danny. Can someone suggest a made-up nonsense word for us, please?
Flubble snuff.
Flubble snuff. Now, that's really interesting, Dave, that you would say that, considering your connection to flubble snuffs. But unfortunately, you don't get to define it here. Danny, would you get the ball rolling and tell everyone, except for Dave, because he knows, what is a flubble snuff?
Certainly. Well, a flubble snuff, it's basically like the name of a trope, like a gimmick that you'd see a lot in film and TV series, specifically in comedy. And it's basically where one character, normally the one who's quite clumsy, they make a bit of a mistake. It causes a knock-on domino effect that ultimately ends in someone accidentally getting killed off in a very humorous way. And so basically the flubble comes from the initial, mishap, and also the snuff comes at the end. Therefore, the flubble snuff, very popular TV trope.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously it connects to Dave because he was killed off in last week's show. Now, that is obviously the French and English definition. Over stateside, flubble snuff means something entirely different, so I hear. Mel, tell us about it.
Well, over here, a flubble snuff is actually a specific species of rabbit that's only found in British Columbia, and it's a very dangerous rabbit, actually. If it latches on to you, you will die, and you will be snuffed out. But it has a very stubby tail, and it's very cute looking, so it's very deceiving. But do not approach this rabbit.
Okay, well, that pretty much clarifies it. But do you know what? Like, there's lots of words that are fairly similar. I think one of them's made a mistake. So if we just go around everyone, who do we think actually had the correct definition for flubble snuff? None of this weird pronunciation, guys. Andy, who do you think had the correct pronunciation?
I think Mel did, just because we have to be aware of any deadly rabbits, otherwise we'll be screwed.
Okay, Rob, what would you say?
I would say they both sounded secure and scientific. Maybe it could be like, different words for America and England and all that. But Mel made a Adventures in Babysitting reference earlier that I'm still really happy about, so I vote for Mel.
Okay, fair enough. Danny, what would you say?
I would say that's bias, Rob. How could you? I gave you a shout out in the last show that we did.
That was last show. You didn't shout me out today.
Yeah.
You don't shout me on Wednesday.
There you go. Caroline, who would you vote for?
Well, I know for a fact that Mel is correct. I have encountered this particular species of rabbit, so...
Wow, well, based on that alone, we don't even need to hear from Dave. So, Mel, you win that. Right, moving on. So, let's have a look what we're going to do next. Next up, we are going to have a three-headed expert. A three-headed expert. And the way this works, I believe, will be Dave, will be Caroline, and will be Andy. And you are a strange three-headed expert where you will give your answers to questions which I will ask you one word at a time. So here we see Andy, here we see Caroline, here we see Dave. I will join you on the screen. For clarity, if you haven't done this recently or haven't done it online, Andy, the order will start with you saying the first word, Caroline saying the second, Dave saying the third, and then back to Andy, and just go round in that order. Anytime I ask a new question, regardless of who said the last word the last time you were speaking, always starts back with Andy, just so that we have the clarity and we don't all jump in at the same time. So anytime there is a break in you guys speaking, even if it was Andy or Caroline who was the last person to speak, it will always start back with Andy. So for our other performers, can you suggest what this strange three-headed expert is a three-headed expert in?
Crumpets.
I beg your pardon?
Crumpets.
Crumpets. Okay.
Yes.
Do we all know what a crumpet is? No. Look, it's different from a flubble snuff. Right, okay, so Rob, can you provide us with something else that they may be an expert in?
Snowmen. Building snowmen.
Building snow. Well, it is almost Christmas after all, like I said. So, okay, building snowmen, but there is something unusual about how they build snowmen. I'm just going to get the inspiration for it. You do it out of dairy. You build snowmen out of dairy. So today we have a very special guest here on the show who are, well, I'll let them explain what they do. Professor von Stevenson, I believe. Tell the audience exactly what it is that you're an expert in.
I
Am
A
expert
in
snowmen
with
dairy.
Right, so these is well, perhaps we've our researchers have done it something wrong here. I thought it was snowmen made of dairy, but you're saying these snowmen are almost like snow milkmen.
not
Really
they
are
constructed
from
the
dairy
from
the
cows
and
they
are
delicious.
Wow, so you actually do you sell these snowmen that you construct out of dairy products to people, or is this just a personal thing for you to somehow like chow down on a snowman?
I
make
Snowmen
all
for
eating
for
families
and
everyone.
Right, well that's very generous. Now this is turned into quite a whirlwind of a business. It's taking the world by storm, so I understand it. Now there has been a controversy which we've read about in the newspapers, and I felt like it's best to let you address it in your own words here.
The
snowmen
are
controversial
because
of
people
being
lactose
intolerant.
Right, so do you not just like put a warning on your snowmen, or why was this so controversial? Like we heard that upwards of 70% of people that tried it died. What caused that?
People
refused
to
use
the
protection
because
they
used
the
unprotected
snowmen
to
consume
dairy.
Wow, so you're saying the unprotected snowmen, like I didn't know if we would get onto this today, but these unprotected snowmen, and they're just going out there and rampaging people. How did they become sentient?
they
came
From
the
worst
place
on
earth
Where is that exactly?
that
is
the
mama
of
questions.
Yes,
Because-
but no, please go ahead. I don't mean to interject.
because
I
Do
know
that
this
mama
is
humongous.
Well, the question is the mama we're referring to, but I am going to press you for a very specific answer. Now, look, the worst place on earth. Let's just lay it out there for the people. You're controversial enough. I don't think you can upset any more people, so you may as well just be, blunt and earnest with everyone out there.
the The
worst
place
to
be
is
over
in
Pennsylvania.
Ooh.
because
Yes.
it
Smells
really
bad.
like
crap.
Okay, well, look, we've been blatantly honest here, but I do believe the reason you asked to be on the show is because you wanted to make things right. You wanted to say in what way there had been any misunderstandings, and you had a very particular offer or proposition to try to win over the people.
That
Is
correct.
And scene! Excellent stuff. We'll never know what it was. Good. So, fabulous. Right.
Learned so much.
I know, it's all about the lighting. Now, what we're going to do to decide who is today's Extreme Improv Xstreamed champion is we're going to have a game of extreme monologue. And after that, if we've still got a little time, we'll end on a joke-telling game. But the way this works is each of us will get the opportunity to perform a monologue, and we have to keep it going for as long as possible without repeating any words and without hesitating. If we break either of those rules, any of the other performers can call out freeze, and if they correctly identify that a rule has been broken, that will be the end of the monologue. If a performer is able to keep their monologue going for 1 minute, they will go on to a finale round, but if they're the only person that makes it to a minute, they will be the champion. If there's more than one that makes it to a minute, we will have a finale. Righty-ho, let's see who's going to go first, and it will be me, in fact. Okay, so can someone suggest a character for me to be, please?
Benny Hill.
Benny Hill. Right, and can someone suggest something unusual that Benny Hill is doing?
knitting a comforter.
A comforter, okay. Right, so I am Benny Hill, I am knitting a comforter, I'm not allowed to repeat any words or hesitate, and here I go. Welcome to the show, everybody. Before I run around chasing ladies to fun theme music, look! Knitting needles. Comfort means so much to Benny Hill. Knitting... Oh, shit. Right, okay. Right, I don't know what I did, but I did something. Right, okay, let's see who'll go next. 24 seconds is the time to beat. Next up, we will have Rob. Rob, let's find a character for you using the suggestion generator. You are going to be Rachel Green from Friends. You are Rachel Green from Friends. Your scenario is you have 8 nipples. You are Rachel Green from Friends. This is just from the suggestion generator. And you have 8 nipples, and here you go.
Chandler, you only have 3. 8. Winner. Milk these babies. Like earlier game. Call me Bessie. Reenact Napoleon Dynamite. Not Kingpin. Wasn't cow. Was
Oh, freeze, and you hesitated, which you called on yourself at 30 seconds. Well done. Let's roll the dice and see who will go next.
It's the second time I've had 8 nipples, by the way.
Is it really? I need to update the suggestion generator. Right, okay. So, let's have a look. Next up will be Danny O'George. And your character is going to be Harrison Ford. And your scenario is you have 8 nipples. No, right, you are Harrison Ford. And your zipper broke. You are Harrison Ford. Your zipper broke. And here you go.
Zippers belong in a museum, 'cause this one broke, split halfway down, whilst Harrison Ford here needed bathroom break. Pissing everywhere now. Jeez, cleanup crew urgently requested. puddles, leaking, down, I repeat, down.
Oh, freeze at 40 seconds. He called it on himself. Well done, Danny. Still enough to put you in the lead, I believe. So 40 seconds. Let's roll the dice and see who will go next. Next up will be Mel. Mel, let's find a character for you. You are, for us, the T-1000. We had Terminator 2 earlier. You didn't do that though, did you? So that's fine. You are the T-1000, and only you can save the dolphins. Only you can save the dolphins. And you are the T-1000. Take it away.
I, the most advanced robot ever, can save the dolphins, but not humans. People unworthy. Other mammals, though, worthy. Training in aquarium shall be my goal. World domination through ocean animals. Master plan. Without individuals to stop this, Earth forever mine.
Freeze. Repetition of dolphin. No, I'm joking. Right, you made it to 1 minute. So well done, well done. So you are absolutely in the lead and definitely in the finale if we have one, if it is necessary. So give me a quick wave if you haven't had a go yet, just so I know who is left. Just Caroline and Andy. And let's see. Caroline, you will go next.
And Dave.
And Dave. Oh, Dave. Right, okay, so let's see. So, Caroline, you're still going to go next. Your character is... you are Godzuki. Do you know who Godzuki is?
Not at all.
In the 1980s, I believe, maybe even earlier, there was a cartoon series of Godzilla. And Godzilla had like a miniature Godzilla sidekick, like Slimer from Ghostbusters, but it was a miniature Godzilla. And it was called Godzuki. And that is who you are. Right, and so your scenario is you can time travel. You are Godzuki and you can time travel, and here you go.
Small, but mighty. Time is not linear. I travel back to the beginning, where large, monstrous mammoth am. But still sad, depressed, blue. Because Godzilla, future holds. However, my life cannot be destroyed. Previous days.
Oh, and that is time. Another 1 minute. Well done. Well done. Excellent stuff. So we definitely have a finale round coming up. Let's see who will go next. Next up will be Andy. Andy, your character is... Let's see. You are Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock, and your character... That's your character. Your scenario is you're unstoppable. You are Sherlock Holmes. You're unstoppable. And here you go.
Yes, I am Sherlock Holmes, the greatest. No one needs anyone else. Superb, spectacular. Superman, Zero. The mightiest, spectacular, mwah. Ha ha.
Freeze.
Yes, I did the double laugh.
Didn't we have two spectaculars? Yeah, I think so. Any disagreement on that? Okay, 2 spectaculars, 30 seconds, still very good time, which gives us Dave. So let's find a character for you. You are Roadrunner. You are Roadrunner. Right, this is an absolute trap if you go with this character. Right, okay. So, your body parts keep dropping off. You are Roadrunner, your body parts keep dropping off. Take it away.
Me.
Freeze. I think that counts as hesitation.
That's a repetition of.
Yeah, repetition. Yeah. Okay, so that gives us Caroline and Mel. So the way this works is one of you will start, and we'll have a 1 minute period where only you two can call out freeze and try to take over. And if you correctly identify that someone's broken a rule, the other person takes over, and whoever is in control of the monologue after 1 minute is the champion. The character is Sven the reindeer from Frozen. Sven the reindeer. And the bulb broke. The bulb broke. Let's roll the dice to see who will begin. And it will be Caroline. Caroline, you get to start things off. You are Sven the reindeer. The bulb broke. Only Mel can call out freeze. And here you go.
Antlers. Beautiful. Sparkling. But nose. Broken? No! Horrible! Shattered! Glass everywhere! Red. Blood? Shan't. Band-Aid. On. Phalanges? Yes. Better. Healed. Must search for Elsa! Anna. Where is she? Olaf knows. He's a snowman. Love his roundness. Tasty snow. Mustn't give in to
And that is
deliciousness.
time, which means, Caroline, you went the distance, and that means you are tonight's Extreme Improv Xstreamed champion. Well done, well done. So, with that, I don't know how long we have left, Andy. Like 1 minute. Right, let's tell a joke until Andy tells us to stop. It's going to be jokes about 99 blanks walk into a bar, about football players. 99 football players walk into a bar. If you have a joke, let's try and get a couple in. Rob.
99 football players walk into a bar and their beer costs $9.75. They pay with a 10 and say, "Hey, give me my quarterback."
Aha, 90. Oh, go on, Mel.
99 football players walk into a bar and say, "We're here to play the field."
99 football players walk into a bar. And they said, "I've always wanted to come into a bar. That was my goal." Danny.
99 football players walk into a bar, they start swearing, they start cussing at everyone, and the barman says, "I won't tolerate that foul language."
99 football players walk into a bar. They said, "Did you arrive here on foot?" They said, "No, we came by coach." Rob.
99 football players walk into an extreme improv bar and they pay $4.95. And they say, "Oh, are you DB? Yes, I want my nickel back."
And I think that is time. Well done, well done. So, handing back over to Andy.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, you all did a spectacular job, but I would like those to reach out to what they want to advertise or what they want to do. So, just in the order how I see it, go ahead, Dave. Do you have something you want to let people know that you do in person or online?
Well, you can check out my YouTube channel, Dave MC, where I do gaming videos. I do Star Wars: The Old Republic. New episodes go up every Saturday. Go check it out.
Perfect. Rob, how about yourself? Anything you want to advertise in person or online?
You can find me on Online Variety Show. We have Broadway singers. I do improv, I do not sing, and I occasionally host the Wham Bam Jam, now brought to you by Extreme Improv.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Danny, yourself?
If anyone in the UK, I'm going to be doing stand-up comedy on Sunday the 9th of April in Southampton. Check that out. But you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Danny Unplanned, on Twitch at DownBeDanny, on Facebook as part of the Portsmouth Improv Experience at Portsmouth Improv. And if you look up Danny George on any music streaming platform, you'll probably find me on there as well.
Thank you, and third time I'm saying it, but the spectacular David Bazansky.
Well, thank you. Certainly. So do check out the shows every week. There is a group called Improv Xstreamed, which says sign up, where anyone can sign up to take part in shows. And check out www.youtube.com/Extreme Improv and the website www.xstreamed.tv.
Thank you so much, Extreme Improv. Spectacular job. Thank you.
Always fun playing you guys.